All right, here we go for the vocabulary on page 11. We're going to start with these two. As Henle has just introduced us to the use of verbs in our sentence translation, they're going to give us a few verbs to play with. The first two they give us is orat and orant. Orat having a single T ending and orant having an NT ending identifies them as third person singular and third person plural. You'll see a pattern here. Every time you see a single T ending, it is third person singular having a he, she, it translation, and the NT will be third person plural having a they translation. We've broken these into their syllables, both being two syllables, the accent being on the first of the two. So orat and orant. Flipping them over, they translate to he, she, it, praise, which is third person singular because of the single T, and they pray, third person plural because of the NT. We've marked a V at the bottom left-hand corner to identify these as verbs and referenced page 11 as where to find them. Top left-hand corner for nouns is where we wrote the declensions that they belonged to, but verbs don't belong to declensions. They belong to something called conjugations, and we haven't learned how to decipher that yet, so I left it blank. And on the top right corner is where we put the genders of our nouns, and as verbs do not have genders, I left that empty as well. Our next two words are widet and wident. So we have widet ending in the single T for the he, she, it, and wident ending in the NT for the they. We've broken them into their syllables, having two syllables and the accent on the first. We put our emphasis on the wi, so widet and wident. To translate these two words, we see that they translate to he, she, it sees, and they see, both being verbs and both found on page 11. Our last word is non, and non, if we flip this over, is translated to the word not. It is an adverb, and it is also found on page 11. And what we know about adverbs is they generally stand directly before the word they modify.